Hello, everyone. It's me, goblinmaxxer. Where will you be in 5 years? This is a question I've asked myself a definable amount of time ago. Well, that sounds freaking stupid. I asked myself that 5 years ago, and here I am now. You know, when you first ask that question, where will I be in 5 years? I don't really know what to expect in 5 years. It's like at the same time that I expect something different, something wildly futuristic, there's also this bias that I have towards expecting future to be like the present, in some ways which I foolishly should not, or in some ways which I foolishly do. That's the correct grammar, silly. But no need to worry about the specifics of what I have predicted and how that has managed to go. I'm here 5 years later, and I gotta say, as much as it is overwhelming, it is also very underwhelming. Because it is only really the thought that sort of jars you out of whatever comfort zone you have. So as soon as you just stop thinking about it, you're fine and you just go on with your life. But you know, I'm sitting at my job as per usual, and as I'm sure a lot of you probably have, you know, if you've had a job before. Wasn't that obvious, Captain Obvious? And you have thought of yourself sometime in the past, and maybe even you've posited the same question, and you've asked yourself, where will I be? Not necessarily 5 years in the future, but 1 year, 2 years, and it feels as if, you know, you ever do that dramatic thing where you blink your eyes, and when you think about the question and open them, and it's like the time's never even really passed. It's like I practically just teleported to this moment in time. And all I have to remind me of the past are the memories. And it's ironic because all you really have in the future to remind yourself of this revelation is the memory as well. And I gotta say, is you know, devastating as it can be, as you know, happy as it can be, you know, if you're in a better spot, it really, and I just don't know what to make of it. And at this point, I don't necessarily consider it a waste of time, but I gotta say, if there's an answer out there to this question of, you know, what should I be doing with my time, you know, that I need to answer, I'm certainly not gonna come to the correct answer sitting around and just trying to think about it. I think it's one of those things where you just live life and you hope you stumble upon it at one point or another. And that's kind of upsetting, you know. I'd like a concrete plan to go forward and like concrete actions. But I mean, the most certain thing I can say, and it's ultimately the route I want to go forward with, is, you know, where will I be in 5 years from now? I'm gonna be doing something. And I think that's the correct outlook to have. If you found this questioning and meaningful, or even if you found it meaningless, but it got you thinking about some, I'd really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed to my YouTube channel. And yeah, that's all I got. See ya.